Well, good morning. It's not officially day 2 yet, but we're there. We're getting close. Got about 4 more hours, and then it's day 2 is done of my 100 days of stopping smoking. I'm about to hit a point where I would smoke quite a bit, and that's coming to the bus stop here. Where I'd sit there and I'd wait for the bus to come pick me up to take me downtown, because me and Mrs. B we're a one-car couple right now. And actually, to tell you the truth, it's kind of cool. I mean, I like doing the bus thing. But I used to smoke a lot, so waiting for the bus. So this is the part of the habit that I'm not enjoying. So, but anyway, I'll show you hopefully you can see. There we go. That's what I'm waiting for later down the line. It's not coming yet, but it will be. All right. So check in with you later. Hey everybody, I'm back, and I'm currently sitting in a seat without a back. Well, it's got a back, but it's broken back. So every time I try to sit in it, I go like this. Okay. So hey, actually, it's pretty kind of cool to tell you the truth. So I'm going to just go ahead and do it from this angle, and yeah, top down. Anyway, it is now officially day 2 is over with of stopping smoking. Past the 11:30 mark this morning, and I lost my temper for no reason this morning. I don't know why. I have no idea why I lost my temper, but I will say this. I think there's like this weird thing about smoking, for me at least, where a lot of times, because smokers are not necessarily considered such a social thing anymore, because when you go out and you have a smoke break, you tend to be like you're distancing yourself from the rest of the crowd. That I've kind of gotten used that when I take my I used to take my smoke break, that it was me separating myself from the rest of the group. It was my sort of my me time, and it just something kind of dawned on me that one of the reasons I was getting kind of irritated this morning was just people being in general, they were frustrating me, and it was like that sense that I couldn't escape them. So I started feeling very kind of like agoraphobic and claustrophobic at the same time. And it wasn't anybody's fault. They weren't doing anything that they weren't normally doing other than trying to be happy and peppy and wishing me a happy morning, and I was sitting there going, "Screw you! I'm a man who has given up cigarette smoking, and therefore I deserve to have the attitude that I have," and it's not true. So I deserve to apologize to those people because yeah, I mean, in reality, I was being a bit of a bitch to them this morning. So I will do so. Although a couple of them I did apologize to, and they're very understanding. But yeah, that's something I noticed, is that there's a sense of sort of like a agoraphobia and claustrophobia mixed in whenever a nicotine fit hits. It's like I need to get away. So that's why I am currently right now in our prop room at the theater. This is where we filmed the under construction vid for hey, look at the spinning in the background. This is where we filmed the construction vid for under construction vid for B&G Games and Videos when we moved Bardactor over. And yeah, so, but yeah, nobody hangs out here because it's the prop room. So I figured I'd come out here and talk to you, because you listen. You listen to me. You understand me, don't you? I know you do. Oh. Anyway, so yeah, so it was funny. I showed day 1 to Sarah yesterday, and we had a bit of a chuck over how I was acting. But yeah, it's kind of weird, like today, my normal pattern for shows is usually this: is I'll do a show, and then at intermission, usually I'll have like a cigarette about 10 minutes before we go on stage for the actual start the show, and then I'll have a cigarette or a half an hour before, and then I'll have a cigarette like at intermission between. Sorry, it's kind of difficult to hold this and sit in this chair the way this way, but have a cigarette in between, and the act. So like intermission, I'll go out in the alleyway and have a cigarette. But yeah, so so both of those times hit, and I was just sort of like, And then for me, I think what set it off this morning was the fact that I took the bus in, and I got in, and I couldn't have my cigarette, but I had just enough time to get to the coffee shop to get some coffee, and then they didn't give me a bag. They gave me a small bag. I'm sorry, I gotta sit like this. They gave me a small bag, and so I put my script down, and I took all the stuff back to the theater, and I left my script there. And so with like 5 minutes before I had to like go downstairs and start my fight call, and when I would have enjoyed just a couple good sips of coffee and maybe a bite of my bagel, I had to go walk back to the coffee shop to get my script, to bring it back. And I didn't get a chance to have my coffee until after the fight call, which most people would be fine with, but with me, no, it was very frustrating. Yeah, because, my life, it's all about me. It's all about me. No, it's not. It's not about me whatsoever. It's about me not smoking, and that's why I'm doing this. So, $13 saved. Day 2 is officially done. I'm well firmly foot planted into day 3. I have had my first serious nicotine fit in front of people where I growled at people, and thank God nobody growled back. Or I didn't, escalate anything to the point where being an idiot. But yeah, so that's something that two new things I discovered today about going through this process is claustrophobia and agoraphobia. Yeah. So do you have that? Have you tried quitting? Is that your experience? What is it you feel when you've tried to, when you really need to have a cigarette, even if you're not quitting and but you're being delayed from one? What is it you feel? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious to hear. And thank you so much for all the well-wishing in the comments as well. Please comment, like, subscribe. And until next time, the rest is silence. Take care.